Alrighty. What's up, everyone? It's Panicos Gaming. So, more Galarian Meowth today. I might have done Registeel today instead, but there's a reason why I didn't. So you notice on the left, by the counter for the, or just under the counter for the number of eggs that I've hatched, we actually have a percentage now. That's because I actually stopped being lazy as hell and did a thing with Python. So I now have my own little counter program thingy. So I have noticed that those same as the previous counter that I was using, sometimes it takes a moment for the number to update. And then because there's now two numbers, sometimes they don't both update at the same time. But besides that, it should work exactly the same, and it'll even work. I set up the playing sound too, which was considerably more difficult than it should have been, but I think it's entirely just because I did something wrong when I originally installed Python a long time ago. What do we have for count here? Watch, now that I've done all this, I haven't actually tested it with like music playing or anything, so hopefully the sound plays just fine. But yeah, it's a very bare bones setup. I actually have a command prompt window open to run it. But yeah, and all it's good for right now is eggs. It still needs a lot of work. And it took me way longer to do what I have done than it should have, but now that we've made some progress on it, I will hopefully stay up on it. So, let's see. There we go. Oh, that time I updated at the same time. So, one thing that I really need to do at some point, although also I guess I'm not in that much of a rush, is it doesn't just like work on the key press because I have the command prompt thing open. You have to like enter a specific like number or whatever. Well, specifically in this case, you have to press 1 and then hit enter, actually. So you can't just like press the button once, which sucks, but also like, it's not a big deal, you know? It'll probably get annoying eventually, but the big thing is I'm so used to just being able to just plus, and it'll work, so. But again, that's something that I need to figure out eventually. I just need to, like, hunt down the right module for it and stuff. But yeah, eventually I'll have it set up so it'll work with, like, you know, like the Registeel hunt, because the way I have my odds are pretty much hard-coded right now. That's interesting. So that's 41.16. I don't know why it didn't truncate it. That time it did, though. Okay, that's weird. I will have to... That's really weird. I don't know why it didn't truncate. Whatever. That's a very minor issue. I'm just happy that things are working consistently. For whatever reason, I could not get the audio thing to work because... Hey, what's up, Naruto? Yeah, I recognize your name. Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't get my, the first attempt. Well, I have an idea. Either A, the module I was using was, buggy, which I saw a couple of things that suggested that might be the case, but also I think I might have just messed up when I first installed Python a long time ago. Or my ID or something. Haven't been here in a while. No worries, man. But yeah, I spent way too long trying to figure out that issue. And then finally I said, you know what? How about we just try uninstalling everything and then reinstalling it? And now everything works, so... Hopefully it doesn't break again in the future, because that would be a little annoying, because I'm not exactly sure what the issue was. Do I have Shiny Charm? Yes, I do. Also, I should clarify, I never actually said this, that a percentage underneath the counter is the odds of it having taken at least this long without getting the shiny. Oops. So yeah, that's why it goes down a little bit every time, because it's like, well, it's less likely they would have gone even further, if that makes sense. Eventually I'll put on some text or something for it. I just wanted to get it going tonight. I wasn't even necessarily sure about streaming tonight, but since I actually did that, I figured the easiest way to do it is to you know, just throw it into action. Merry Christmas to you too, man. I'm definitely going to be streaming, I don't know how long the stream I'm going to do on Christmas. I don't know if it'll be longer than normal or not, but I will be doing some sort of stream around this time at least. Probably we'll be doing at least some Viscera cleanup detail to start. Doing the, whatchamacallit? Oh, sorry. The Santa's Workshop map. I don't know why I couldn't think of what it was called. Christmas Eve in England. Oh, yeah, it's, God, what is it, 4 a.m. right now? Or something like that? Yeah? Alright. The thing that throws me off is I know for half the year it's 8 hours off for me. Or 8 hours different for me, because Arizona doesn't screw around with daylight savings time, thank God. So it usually I always think it's 8 hours ahead. Lucky, yeah, no kidding. Fortunately, nowadays, most stuff just, will update automatically. Yeah, what is it that's causing some of those to do that? I will have to mess around with that more. Oh, hold on a second. I'll have to try it with, specific counts and stuff, too. Whatever, we'll just get this. Alright. Oh, you know what I can try, actually, real quick? Let's go back one. Oh, wait a second, that won't work. Right. Alright, and now one forward again. Huh. So yeah, I guess, some... This Meowth or normal? That's a good question. With regards to which one is better. Come on. God, this terrible ass laptop. I mean, this one isn't particularly great. I just want to see what the normal Meowth looks like. Oh, this one's definitely better. Normal Meowth is barely different. The only difference is that, like, the ears and feet are yellow, and it's, like, slightly darker. And then a lowland Meowth is just more blue, so yeah, this is the best of the Meowths, but they all kind of suck, to be honest. And now this one's broken too. Well, if I can't get these to, what's best shiny dragon type in my opinion? Being that I don't know what all of the shinies look like off the top of my head, it's kind of hard to say. Although, Dratini and Dragonair would be, pretty high up there. Alright, now it's fixed again. Which is a shame, because then Dragonite, besides already not being a good evolution, or good-looking evolution, is just, like, terrible. Giratina. Giratina is a good shiny. That's right, Giratina is a Dragon Ghost. Right? Dragon Ghost? I think that's right. Yeah, Giratina is one of the Pokemon that I've gotten shiny from Dynamax Adventures. Got it from Raid Your Giratina, yeah. Yeah, that's the thing about the, if you have Shiny Charm, or even without Shiny Charm, honestly, in Dynamax Adventures, if you go through and do all of the legendaries, there's a pretty good chance you'll get at least one of them shiny, without even, like, trying to specifically hunt them. Also, I should add, never mind, I do know what the best shiny dragon is. It's Rayquaza. Which is the only... Or it's the first one that I focused on when Crown Tundra came out. Yeah, it's pretty hard to beat the, like, black and then... Yeah, black dragon, and then it has either, like, yellow or kind of goldish highlights, I think. I should probably make sure I actually have 5 eggs here. Yes, okay. Gold, yeah, it's... I don't know if it's supposed to be gold or if it just, like, works out to look like that usually, but yeah. Oh, that's something I need to remember to do as well. Let me write this down. I need to remember to force the, need to always force the percentage to be the, have 2 digits after the decimals. That way it isn't, like, changing size on me. What's the best shiny legendary? I mean... Again, Rayquaza's up there. I know the new dogs aren't great, or the Gen 8 dogs anyways. They aren't bad, though. I have no idea how the Gen 7s... Zamazenta, yeah, I mean, they're not... I guess I shouldn't say, like, they're not great. Like, they're decent. I just don't think they're, like... they're particularly good, especially compared to something like Rayquaza or... God, I'm just trying to think what other legendaries look like. All the Gen 1 legendaries kind of suck. I think, if I remember correctly. I have no idea what, like, some of the Gen 2 stuff looks like. Yeah, I don't know. Unless it's, like, something that I've specifically hunted, I really don't know what, like, a lot of the, shinies look like. This should be the 5th one. That was quick. Are you asking what's the best shiny Kanto starter? Okay, yeah. Or just the best Kanto starter in general. I mean... Charizard and Venusaur both kind of outclass Blastoise, I feel like. Not shiny. I don't know, Venusaur is pretty good. Shiny, definitely Charizard. No competition, because again, it's just like black, so it's... And I don't think, I know Venusaur shiny isn't super interesting. It's not terrible, but it's not like... It doesn't change a whole lot. I don't remember what Blastoise is off the top of my head, but I don't think it's terribly good either. Because it's not like a lot of the water types that they just like turn pink when they're shiny. Best shiny starter and shield? Probably Inteleon then. Because Cinderace and Rillaboom aren't incredible shinies. Though, I should also say, Inteleon's is pretty decent anyways. Even besides the fact the other two aren't great. Yep, there we go again. And I gotta bet it's for the mine. No worries, man. Thanks for checking in. Love to see ya. And yeah, sleep is definitely more important than listening to my stupid ass, so no worries, man. Thanks for checking out the stream again. I assume there's not a way... Oh, okay. I was 90% sure. I just wanted to double check and make sure there wasn't a way to cap the length of the text in OBS. Oh well, it's not the end of the world that's doing that. It just also reminds me that I do have to go and fix that at some point. I assume just my order of operations is off somewhere, and it's just like truncating too early. Also, we're now under 40%. Ugh. And we are definitely going to be past odds today. Though I guess there is kind of like two ways of thinking about the odds, right? Because it's like, in theory, like on average, you'll need to hatch 512 eggs, right? With Masuda method and shiny charm. But like, you can also think about like at a certain point, and we've already been past it for quite a bit, is that eventually it's like you're more than 50% likely to have already gotten it by now. So it's like maybe at that point that's when you have bad luck when you don't get it. I don't know. I'm kind of just thinking out loud here. Oops. Ow. I forgot to do this. Whatever. But yeah, we're going to get up to 600 tonight. And that might end me a little bit earlier than normal. But I actually started on time for once, which is technically... I started the stream about a minute early, even. But on top of that, I would really like to work on some more of this stuff. Specifically, I would like to set up Giratina. Or not Giratina. I have Giratina on the mind now. No, Registeel. I would like to get that set up so that counter works as well. Because I really didn't hard code the 1 in 512 thing. But I guess I kind of did. I actually put in a thing already to, like, it asks you if you have the shiny charm and if you're doing the Masuda method, and then it, like, changes the rate automatically with that information. So I've already done some of that legwork, but actually, now that I think about it, maybe I don't need to change it. No, you know what? I don't, because since just doing the shiny charm thing will work. So actually, I don't need to fix that. Hell yeah. I can just say no to Masuda method, and then it'll give me the correct rate. And with normal encounters, that wouldn't work because there is that, like, tiny, minuscule boost to the rate that you get with the, like, 3% chance of 1 in 512. Also, I guess so, because I was looking up, you know, some stuff, working on this. I hadn't realized that, that Brilliant Pokemon actually had, like, a really good, shiny rate. And actually, like, chain fishing in this game is, like, actually probably a really good way to get some of the fish shiny. Because, like, the chaining, or doing a bunch of fishing in a row, and for that specifically, I don't think you can catch them, I think you have to knock them out. But it, like, dramatically increases the odds of getting a Brilliant Pokemon. And then the Brilliant Pokemon have a 1 in 512 chance of being shiny. So is it like... Well, see, I would say it's like 1 in every 8 is having the weird numbering. But the thing is, then, I think the next one will probably do it too. Yeah, see? Which is weird that multiple are doing it, because it shouldn't be, it's not like adjusting from the previous rate, it's just like generating the new, or from the previous percentage, it's just generating the new one every time. Because there's not really a way to do it. It's easier to do it that way anyways. But that's why it's weird that now it's also like doing them on multiple sometimes, because it's like, well, like, I don't know. That's a weird issue that I'm having. And see, like this, where it, like, when it ends in a, like, point, 50 is what it ends in this case. It, like, cuts off the 0. That makes sense, though. I'm sure that's easy enough to fix. I think it'll be easy enough to fix. Though, that being said, also, very minor issue with that. Unlike the not truncating issue, so... I don't know, we'll have to see. I don't think it's something I'm going to worry about too much. Yeah, I'm definitely going to be doing a Registeel hunt tomorrow. If only because I have a stupid title name for a stream that I want to use. And I won't be able to use it after tomorrow. Well, I guess I can use it on Saturday, but it's really not a good title anyways. It's just thematic, so it, has to be done. I think I need one more, right? Yep. Sure, it would be awesome to get this today, though. And that way I can just be done with my egg hunts. Or I shouldn't say done with my egg hunts, like it's the last one I'll ever do, but at least I'll be done with one of the egg hunts before, or like one of the current hunts, I should even say, that I have going on. Because, we got a few. No, so it's like it's every 6 that's doing it. Interesting. No, because then previous... I don't know. That's really weird. It's like it's not even really doing it in a pattern. Because it was at, Oh, wait, hold on. 58... 67... No, I thought... I do not know. That is bizarre. But at least that's like something I can I'm sure I can easily fix that. I just have to potentially do things in a different order. As long as like the updating the file is correct and it's playing the sound effect and it seems, I think the math's fine. It's just the just something about how I'm saving that number is interacting weird. But at least now that I have some like actual test cases, I can actually like go in and mess with that a little bit and see if I can reproduce it, because if it's not something you can reproduce, that makes it quite a bit more difficult to fix. But also, then the other thing about it, like besides the fact that it's just like figuring out what's wrong, but then also making sure that your fix actually like fixes it. So like I can start running some of it, so I can run like 478 through it again and see what number it generates. But I would love to flesh this out into something something more robust that I can use for like all the different types of hunts. So egg hatching, Registeel, Dynamax Adventures, chaining. Chaining is, there's a lot I can do with that. Because you also have like, the further in the chain you go, the better the shiny rate becomes, so you can like show that and stuff like that. So and then eventually I'd also love to have it like not be through a command prompt. That would be nice, so I can just like press a button and I don't even have to have it all like up in the foreground. Because like if I could make it into something that other people can download and use, then that'd be pretty dope. But that's gonna take quite a bit of work, because like I have to make it able so you can like specify the specific file that you want to save to and what the sound effect is and stuff like that, because that stuff is all hard-coded right now. Which, for something that you want to distribute, not a good way to do that. But we're just trying to get something up and running real quick. It works fine. You just have to remember to go and fix it, and then you can't be too angry when it breaks. Was that 1 or 2? Okay, that was 1. I don't know why I thought that was my second one. Wonder what we're gonna get down to for our odds tonight. Or not odds, but like the... I guess the odds that it would take that long if we don't get it. Like whatever it is at a 600. Because I mean, when we started, we were still just over 40, and now we're already down under 39%. In fact, I don't want to mess with that too much, but... Because the thing is, the lower it gets, the slower it's going to decrease by. Or the less it's going to decrease by every time, because it's... You know, it can never be at 0% or less than 0. And so, like, the first few, it, like, you know, drops dramatically. But then after that, it starts to really level off. One thing that does suck is I can't really work on the program for my laptop. Not because my laptop's a complete piece of crap, although it is, but it's also just like trying to like transfer that work between the two, my laptop and my desktop, and like I don't know for certain that my Python versions are the same. I'm pretty sure they are, because I only recently installed Python onto my laptop. And since I had to reinstall Python today for messing with it, because I think somewhere I did something wrong. I think what happened is I forgot to add Python to the path file or variable or whatever it is in Windows. I assume that's what it is, because I don't know, it was weird that the IDE, the development program, testing in there worked perfectly fine. But then as soon as I would try and like run the file by itself, it didn't want to work. But again, it could also just be that one thing was bugged. But I don't think so, because the first issue I was having with it was, as soon as I would start the program, it would just crash immediately. And I think that's because of the path issue. Because then, so I went and actually copied that module and just like put it into the same folder as where I have the counter program, and that fixed it. I'm not really sure how, but it did. I just did that like on a whim. It should also be worth pointing out, I'm not a developer at all. I took AP Computer Science in high school. I did a couple of years of college, and that's about it. And then every once in a while, on a whim, I'll get bored and like try and make something in or I shouldn't even say get bored. I'll be like, oh, I have an idea for something, and then I'll like somewhat work on it in Python. Usually, it doesn't even get like this far though. Usually, I get like an hour into doing it and go, ugh, fuck this. I just don't know enough about what I'm doing, but we've made progress this time, so hopefully I stick to it. Honestly, the bigger issue for me right now is just, like, getting complacent with its current state. And just be like, it works well enough. It works for Meowth, it'll work for Registeel when I do that. Who cares? There we go. I was waiting for that to happen again. We went a little bit without it. Another thing that's going to be an issue with doing this is eventually, like, when I try and make it not command prompt, I also want to like have an actual like interface for it. So like instead of like pressing buttons on the keyboard, you can just click on it to do stuff and whatnot. Which is something that I've looked into doing before with Python. Oh, long time ago. Well, not terribly long time ago. About a year ago. 2 years ago, actually. I'm trying to think. Not quite 2 years. Like a year and a half. Anyways. Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I made a calculator thing for Final Fantasy 14. The mini cactpot, which is like, it's basically a scratch-off ticket, lottery scratch-off ticket. So I just made a little thing like predicting the best odds for that, and like what line you should is like the best one to pick and whatnot. And then I do still have that too. I could work on that sometime again. Thing is, last time I messed with it, I remember I got into a place that I thought was really good. It was very I shouldn't say very, but it was somewhat idiot proofed. So like if you try and enter a value that wouldn't work or whatever, it like, you know, it wouldn't let you. It'd be like, hey, stop it. But there was some case that I didn't test for or something, which was kind of like, god damn it. And then also I started looking into doing a GUI for it, a GUI, graphical user interface. And yeah, that's when I just kind of fell off on that. The thing is, I always want this to be to like generate the text file, because that's a far easier way to work with OBS, honestly. Oh, unless I'm like gonna go, the other way would be to do a like browser source. I guess I could mess around with like trying to figure out how to do it with like HTML or something ridiculous like that, but like I have no idea how I would go about doing that. Like making something that would work with the browser source in OBS. So like text is very easy. So like I don't care about doing the graphic stuff for like those numbers, but just for like using the program and like, you know, setting up like, hey, click a checkbox for shiny charm and Masuda method or whatever, or just like picking which hunting method you're doing. So again, like shiny chaining or eggs or encounters or stuff like that. And it doesn't have to be super pretty, but it does have to work. And as we can see, even simple stuff is like, can be a pain in the ass for you, like truncating a number to only be 2 digits past the decimal. Oh, we're under 37, or 38 rather. It still isn't that bad, though. Like, these odds are not that bad yet. Because, like, a 38% chance of it taking at least this long, not bad. Not bad at all. Just as a, reminder, or a comparison. Oh, you know what? This isn't set to shuffle, is it? It's not set to shuffle. Well, now it is. Okay, anyways. Not that it really matters. Well, God, really? Is it still not that bad? It's like a 24% chance that my Registeel hunt would have taken as long as it has, so I guess that's not that bad either. Maybe I shouldn't be complaining about that yet. If I ever get down to like under 10%, that's when it's gonna be bad. Well, Registeel's bad just because it's taken so long. I mean, we're, what, over like 30 hours or something like that? Also, I still need to go and work on my my Galliard a little bit in BDSP. I do have T-Wave and stuff now. I just need to actually like level it. I was working on getting the berries that reduce your EVs. Cause those trying to think of how I want to say this. Like, since I've used that Galliard a little bit for stuff, it's gotten a few EVs on it. And stuff that I don't want. Like, you want speed and you want attack. Everything else doesn't matter. I guess you can put, like, the last 4 points into HP or something, right? But, so yeah, so I want to get rid of, like, everything else that's it's gathered. It's not a whole lot, but it's a little bit. But, I don't think there's any way to, like, take it to someone to clear it, is there? In the Gen 4 remakes? Because I know that was added in, Isle of Armor, in Sword and Shield. It, gave a person that you can give Armorite ore, and she will, erase the stats on it. I will say is, even though it was weird at first to have to hit 2 buttons to do this, it's less weird now that I've done it a few times. About 47 actually. Holy shit. Holy shit, we've almost been going for an hour already. Oh, there we go. So that's 37.77 is what it should be, but it's not truncating properly. Also, that it should note that this is this isn't set to round; it's just set to truncate. So like, so I guess it would probably show 37.76 normally. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. We're talking being off by 0.01. It's close enough. Like, the main thing is it's supposed to be like a pretty good idea of where I'm at. Also, number 500 coming up right now. Alright. 37.62% chance of it taking this long. And... damn it. Oh. I'm gonna write that down. I need to make sure that the, if you start with a 0 on the counter, it doesn't, like, break it. Because of any, like, divide by 0 shenanigans or anything like that. I don't think it would. My only concern is when it does, like, exponent stuff. I'm not sure how it should just set it to, like, 1 or 0 or something like that. We'll see. I guess it should just set it to 1, huh? We'll see what happens there. It's been a little bit since I've done in high school, so... although that might not have been high school. Anyways, the point is... It's been a minute, so I don't remember exactly what happens when you have an exponent of 0. I don't think it's like divide by 0 though, where it doesn't work. What was that, 3 or 4? 4. Alright, one more. I'm happy I got even this much done with that counter, because I was a little worried after I'd spent like a couple of days having not worked on it after I said I wanted to make it. That I was like, oh, I might not ever end up actually doing this. Granted, I did end up just like not working today because I got up a little bit late and I was like, you know what, fuck it. It's almost Christmas. I'll take a little bit extra time for myself. It's fine. So I just came to the office and worked on this all day. Well, I say worked on this all day, but like I wasn't really working at it that hard. I was spending a lot of time watching YouTube and stuff. Though it really didn't help when I got derailed with the whole not wanting to like load the sound playing module. It's weird to me that there's no way built into Python automatically to like play sound files. That is a little weird to me. But now that I've like figured out how to do it, it's not that hard to like add that functionality. Though that does make me wonder how it's gonna work with if I like ever wanted to share it, if like I have to make sure that other people also download it too or whatever. Like I would love to make it just like, I don't think a standalone executable would ever work because it's Python, so it would always have to at least install Python. But it'd be nice if I could like include all the any other stuff that I need to include with it. Because I mean right now there's only one thing that I'm that's like outside of the normal Python package that I have that it's dependent on. I assume there will be with, whatchamacallit, when I do the key binding. I assume that'll break it in some way. Or not break it, but you know what I mean. That'll require something outside of Python, or not outside of it, but outside of the standard library. We'll see, though. Right, need to clean out my party real quick. I don't know why I've done that so many times today already. It's weird, like I'll go like entire streams without doing that once, and then when I do it, however, it's just like I do it constantly. I think that's 3 eggs? 4 eggs. Yeah, I should, going back to the whole, the thing with brilliant Pokemon I was talking about earlier, I should really look into that a little bit more. Because I think that could be, it'd be fun to do that as like a hunt, to like hunt for one of the fishable Pokemon. Although I should also, I'm curious if it, like how you know if it's going to be a brilliant Pokemon or not. Or like Aura or whatever it's called. Because like, normally, when you're in like, well, I guess it's anywhere, huh? In the wild area or just like in the normal routes, like, you can still see Pokemon wandering about. But they have like you can see the aura around them to indicate that it is, but like with fishing, I don't know if that's the case. Granted, I have barely done any fishing in these games because I guess I hadn't realized that it might actually be worth doing. Usually it's not. I mean, usually it's just kind of like, there's chain fishing, I guess, but it's like not, I don't know. That should put us under 37. Alright, next set will put us over odds. Just like strictly from the egg count, it'll be over 512. Which means this will officially be my first unlucky egg hunt. Even though I guess, again, you could say that like half of hunts should be wherever that like 50% line is, half of hunts you should get it before that. It is weird how that works out, because you'd kind of think, right, if average, if it's 1 in 512, and so on average it'll take you 512 eggs to hatch a shiny. You would think it would be 50% there, but it doesn't. And it does make sense, because you gotta think it's, you know, it's possible, although highly unlikely, but it's possible to have an egg hunt that takes 2 or 3,000 eggs, even with 1 in 512 odds. You would be very, very, very unlucky to have that happen. In fact, we can do the math on that real quick. Yeah, I mean, 2,000 would be, well, it'd be a 2% chance, which is not great. 3,000 would be a 0.2% chance. So, like, you would have to have really bad luck for it to take that long, but it could happen. So, I mean, because you have all those possibilities super far out there, it kind of, like, skews it that you're more... 50% of hunts will get it wherever that mark is. I can do the math, but I'm not going to because I'm too lazy right now. But there is a mark before 512. But the average number of eggs that it'll take is 512. Because just because those occasional super long hunts just skew that number higher, basically. Even though no, because I'm doing a terrible job of explaining this. You would think You would think having taken AP statistics in high school, I would be able to explain that a little bit better. But the problem is that was a decade ago, and I haven't. Oh god, that was a decade ago. Fuck. But yeah, I haven't even thought about any of that information since I got out of that class, so, you know. Alright, next one is the odds. Still no yellow kitty cat. Okay, well. So we're going through these pretty fast. Oh, we're only going to do 150 today, though. We're going to keep up with that pace. Maybe I can do some Registeel after. Since, I think I'll try it. I'll see if I can, if the counter, again, I don't know why it wouldn't work correctly for that, too. Because the way I did my, math for, like, figuring out, like, what your odds are. So, like, 1 in 512. I did that the right way so that it should work just fine, but... But we'll try it, we'll see what happens. I will say, it feels like it's been a little bit since we had one of these numbers break. Yeah, last one was, well, 10 ago, I guess. Okay. Maybe it hasn't been that long. Oh, another thing I've been meaning to do. Okay, Python's not doing shit in terms of system resources. I just wanted to make sure of that. I have to remember to double check that at the end of the stream too. I don't know why it would like creep up at all from where it is. It's not like this is a intensive program or anything. It's literally command prompt and it's doing math, but only when I'm pressing the button. So like, otherwise it's just not doing anything. Oh, goddammit, I forgot to do that again. But I do want to make sure there isn't like some way where it's going to cause like a memory leak or something. But being that it's been an hour and it's not really it's still sitting at a nice... Oh, hold on. Yeah, nice 0% CPU and 5.1 megabytes of RAM, which that's actually a lot more than it should be using, to be honest, for how simple this is. But I assume it's something to do with just the overhead of Python in general. It definitely seems like that's a lot of RAM to be using, though, for it not really doing anything. It should be 3 or 4. 3, okay. And then one more. should be it there. So weird that now the count isn't doing the thing where it's not truncating, or the percentages. I really want to, like, because I'm sure it's just something simple where, like, where I'm truncating is too early for some reason, even though I don't know how I would have managed that, but I'm just super curious about where that is. I'm thinking about it now if I want to do Registeel, just because it's going to be a little weird to, depending on how long it is. I guess I could do the same thing that I did with the last Meowth hunt, where I combined, like, 2 different smaller streams into one. I could do that with Registeel next. And actually, it'll go a lot faster with Registeel as well, because the Meowth hunts are by far have the largest files, because since you're scrolling back and forth across the screen, it's just there's a lot more stuff on screen is updating in terms of, like, the pixels, and so it takes a lot more data to do that. Whereas normally with compression and stuff, it can take advantage of, like, stuff staying the same. So, for instance, the Pokemon home streams, those basically take no data at all. And then, like, Registeel isn't too bad because it's just a lot of the same and there's not a whole lot going on. Basically, the more action and the more movement there is on screen, the more data it takes, or the worse the quality is going to be if the data is going to remain the same. So, like, with the stream, the bitrate's always going to be around 6,000. Again, mine fluctuates for some reason. It's not supposed to do that. I don't know why, but I'm not dropping frames, so I wonder if that's just, like, an issue. I don't know. I don't know what that issue is. Because again, I mean, it should be sticking at pretty much 6,000, but it goes everywhere between like 5k and 7k for me. Not sure why that is. But like, my stream preview is fine, so I don't know. And by that I mean the one on Twitch, so that's like going through Twitch and being processed by them. But yeah, so for like the streaming, the data rate doesn't change at all. It's just the quality gets better or worse depending on how much it needs. But then with the recording, I have that set to record at like a consistent quality level. And then it'll increase or decrease the bit rate as it needs to for that. So like the Pokemon home videos, very tiny. These ones, much larger. And because of that, going back to the reason why that even matters, besides it taking up more hard drive space and taking longer to upload, rendering the like 2 separate clips together takes significantly longer for this than it would for like Registeel, so it's probably better to do that for Registeel then. Well, not even probably, it is gonna be better if I do that, so I think that's what I'll do. But it also depends on how much time we have. I mean, no matter what, I'm gonna record it. Even if it's not something that's necessarily gonna get uploaded, just because I might get the shiny Registeel. Yeah, maybe we'll do like 50 Registeel or something. I don't even know if I would bother to even like stitch that onto something. But I do want to test the counter stuff with that, so it's a good excuse to do it. I probably will stitch on those ones actually, just because since we're gonna do Registeel tomorrow night anyways. So I think after this this set of eggs here, I'm gonna take a quick break and go to the bathroom. Make sure. I don't know why I'm being paranoid about this. Okay, yeah, for some reason I had like this feeling that I didn't actually hatch all of those, I just moved them over early. I don't know why, because the count wouldn't have made sense with it, but... I will... So something that does suck with the way that I have my thing set up right now is, I technically have to wait until the sound is done playing before I can like increment again. So like with the other counter that I'm using, would you like to spawn an egg at some point, lady? Jesus fuck. With that one, I can press the button a bunch of times and it'll count all of them. But with this, the way I have it set up right now, it does actually have to finish the sound before it'll let me do it again. Which is a minor issue, especially as long as I'm always keeping up with the count. And I suppose I could... I don't know. I think that's something I might just live with it. Especially for right now with it just being through a command prompt, it's not really an issue, but... I guess eventually it'd be nice to make that work the same. Alright, well, there we go. Well, I'm glad I managed to get all the eggs before that happened. Oh, this is the long gap between eggs here. There we go. Oh, there we go. I was waiting for it to do that again. I know there has to be a pattern to it. I just don't know what that pattern is. Well, that's new. Before it would do it either once or it'd do it twice back to back. That one had like a good one in the middle. Interesting. Alright, so move them over real quick, and then I'm gonna go take a quick break to go to the bathroom. Alright, up over into this. Alright, I'll be back in just a moment. Resume recording, back to this. Alright. Bring the counter back up. We should have no eggs. Alright, cool. Also, just curious, why do you say you have no life? Well, so you were just referring to watching the intermission screen. That was 3 there. Yep. Okay, there we go. That took a little while. Had the game for a week. I've caught 295 Pokemon. I mean, the first 300's the easiest. It's when you get into like trade evolutions and like the version exclusives and stuff like that. That's where it really slows down. Like, that's definitely a lot of Pokemon to be playing, but also I don't think it isn't too absurd. Alright, cool. I was really... Now that I said that it stopped doing the thing where it's giving me really long numbers when it's not supposed to, now it's doing it all the time. It's a little annoying. There we go. Okay. If it's gonna start doing that a lot, I might turn off that that number for a little bit. There we go. Now it's back to normal. Also, I should point out, since I don't think you were here earlier, that God damn it, I might turn it off. That number is supposed to be the odds of this hunt having taken at least this long. It's supposed to truncate at 2 digits after the decibel. I don't know why, especially now, it's like completely just given up trying to even do that. Yeah, so like at 535 eggs, or there's a 35.13% chance that after 535 eggs, I would have gotten at least one shiny. I do want to put something on the stream at some point that kind of like explains that, or says, you know, at least explains it a little bit, like odds of taking this long or something like that. But since I only just got like that stuff set up tonight, and I just wanted to test it and see how it's gonna work, which it's been mostly good other than the decimal issue. What are we at? 3. I should have 5. Let me double check. Yeah. Alright, next one should put us under 35%. I don't think I'm gonna get this shiny today. I think I'm gonna go another 60 eggs here and then still not get it. Because I'm only gonna go up to 600 tonight. And then I'll do a couple of Registeel. Just because, again, I want to test the counter stuff with that as well. It probably won't be that many. I think I'll do like one set just to make sure that it's gonna work how I want it to. I don't know why it wouldn't, but also I don't know why sometimes my numbers aren't truncating, so who knows. I think there should be 3 eggs now. Yep. God damn it. I don't know why I started riding to the right even. I was pushing to the left. I guess because I was facing a weird angle or whatever, but anyways. Are we doing this again, where we just don't spawn eggs for a while? There we go. I really don't know why I kind of ride away a little bit and then come back. Because, like, it doesn't make a difference. Oh, I didn't count that one. Hold on. There we go. Ah, there it is again. Did I have another one hatched that I didn't count or no? Okay. I don't know why all of a sudden I've started just kind of like autopiloting. And I'm going, oh wait, hold on. And it's making me concerned that I'm missing stuff. I guess missing that one is just like completely throwing me off. Alright, last egg of the set. Oh, it's gonna be messed up for a while now, too. Oh my god, I still didn't fucking... Oh my god. Why? I don't know what the hell has happened to me in the last, like, 5 minutes where I've just, like... I don't even know what the hell's going on now. Okay. Here we go. We got the party right now. Now if I can just get my brain right again. It's weird. I'm not even, like, that tired or anything. I am thinking about the counter stuff. I think I know part of why it's resenting it in a weird way. Because I've noticed that every time it does that really long number, or that, the way too many digits, the last number is always, it's either like a bunch of 9s and the last number is 6, or it's a bunch of 0s and the last number is 4. And I wonder if that has something to do with how I'm doing the truncation. Because I'm doing 4 digits after the decimal, and then because it's a percentage, so then I'm multiplying by, I have enough, right? Yep. And then I'm multiplying by, 100 to then, actually make it a percentage. So I wonder if that's why it's appearing that way, but I don't know why it's not, like... Why it's not truncating properly. That's just the weird thing about it. Especially because that's the, like, function that I made for that is, I actually just copied off the internet, so, like, it should be working just fine. But whatever, I'll try and dig into it tonight. Either tonight or tomorrow. Because, like, it's fine for now because I'm basically just testing it, but, like, if it's gonna keep being an issue, then I'm gonna have to stop using it. Because, like, that's really annoying. That shouldn't be, that just shouldn't be an issue that I'm having. I'm sure there's some other easy way for me to truncate. Actually, you know what, to be fair, I don't even have to use that method now that I'm thinking about it. There's a way for me to kind of hard code it. Because the function that I'm using, it's set up so I can pass a variable to tell it how many digits I want after the decimal. And again, I'm moving the decimal after I do that to make it a percentage. But I could just set it to just, like, do that normally, I guess. So just, like, multiply it by 10,000, would it be? And then just do, like, the normal truncation, thing that's built into Python. Because I think, like, because there is a truncation, a function in Python, but you can't decide how many decimals it is. It cuts off everything after the decimal. Also, you don't even have to use that. You could just, like, change it to an integer and everything. So, but Anyways, however I decide to do it, I might just do that, honestly. I might just do it that way, because I know that'll work. And, like, there's no point where I'm going to want to display less than four numbers anyways. Actually, maybe I don't want to make it an integer, though. Just because that makes it more of a pain in the ass, because then you have to change it back. Anyways. Whatever it is, we'll figure it out. But I'll double check to make sure first that I'm not, that there isn't a way to fix it through, just like changing the order of how I'm doing things. I think that was only my third egg, right? Oh no, it was number 4, okay. Alright, any point you can spawn the last one, please. At any point. Thank you. I wish that was more consistent. Just like the rate at which they spawn the eggs. Like, I know it's just like another random number, like the, you know, how many steps it takes and all that stuff, but like, I really wish that one would just be like a consistent number. Just like, whatever, I don't know, whatever like the average rate is, just like make that just the rate. So if it's like 500 steps or something, I don't think it's that much, but if it, you know, just as a like, to pick a number. So if it was like 500, just like make it 500. Don't make it like some weird thing. And then like just have the, was it the egg charm? Oval charm? Whatever it is. The one that makes the eggs spawn faster. Just like have that just be a straight, you know, increase in the rate. Anyways, we're under 34% now. I know, it's not that bad. But we are fast approaching the point where 2/3 of hunts would have ended by now. Oh, I should probably just turn around and head back over. That egg will hatch fast enough, I'm sure. And if I have to ride around in front for a moment, it's fine. Make sure I haven't actually already hatched it, though. Okay, good. Something yeah, I just thought about that I don't know how it would work. If you used multiple Pokemon with a Flame Body in your party, or the equivalent moves, would that like increase the hatch rate even further? I don't think it'd be worth it, because like then you're reducing the number of eggs that you can hatch in one go. But that would be interesting if you could just like stack up like 5 Chandelure and then just sit in front of her and hatch eggs, and like as soon as you hatch it, move it out of your party and then grab the next one. In fact, can you release from the party screen? I'll look after I hatch these eggs. I feel like you can, but I'm not sure. Because like if it's not shiny, then I guess it wouldn't matter. I wouldn't bother doing that. I like doing it this way, even if maybe it does I don't know which way would be faster. Again, I don't know that stacking Flame Body Pokemon would increase the speed of it. I kind of suspect that it doesn't work, but I don't know, that's just something I just thought of. But yeah, I'm thinking after I get this Meowth, I might try and go do a fishing hunt for my next shiny in this game, I should say. Or for my next new hunt, I guess I should say, because I'm still got the Suicune and Registeel, and at least sometimes I'm doing the chaining and BDSP. Oh, interesting. So that thing that I mentioned earlier, that the last number was ending in either it was either like a bunch of 9s and then a 6, or a bunch of 0s and then a 4. But this is a bunch of 0s and now a 6. So I don't know. That doesn't even track. Okay, cool. I really have to wonder how it's even possible this is happening, though, because, like, I'm just thinking about the logic used for the, truncation function, and it doesn't make any sense that it would be failing. Like, if anything, it should just be, like, crashing the program. Because it's just like, oh, there's something weird about the math, and so it just breaks something. Oh, that's right. I was going to check from here if you can't release from here, so you still have to go over into this screen to do that. In fact, you can release from your party in here, at least. You don't have to move into the box first, but... Alrighty. Well, 40 more eggs tonight. And then, yeah, we'll do like one set of Registeel. Though again, I don't know. Being this is acting weird with truncation, I don't know if I'll use it tomorrow. This counter. But we'll see. Again, I might tonight like change it over to a more hard-coded one, because for what I'm doing here, at least for now, I don't really care what it how am I trying to say this? I'm not gonna ever change it from 2 digits after the decimal. I think, like how it is 33.45. I think that looks best. Oh my god, can you fucking spawn an egg, please? Hello? Game? This is what I mean, like, just don't... God, that's so fucking annoying. Why there's, like, a random, like, chance to spawn the egg is so weird. Like, and I get there's, like, multiple factors that play into that, like, if the Pokemon... There's, like, other things besides the oval charm. Jesus Christ, am I gonna hatch every single one of these? But thank you. Oh my fucking god. Alright, well, maybe I'll, get another egg before the next two hatch. Obviously, a very minor thing to complain about, but, like, also, Jesus fucking Christ. Because, again, when the Pokemon hatch, I know, I really need to look into this, instead of just, like, saying it when I don't know how it works, is, when a Pokemon hatches, it can boost the, boost where all the other eggs in your party are at, so that they'll also hatch faster, or they can at least. And so, like, it's just really annoying when now it's going to take forever to get those last two to hatch. Also, I realized I didn't count those first two either. There we go. Now we're accurate. I was spending too much time bitching and whining about it. Alright, we're at least at one full pass on the bridge. I'm thinking it'll be at least 3 total before we, before that first egg hatches. Because we're about halfway, so it's about 2 now. Thing is, I don't want to boost after when it comes up there, because it's like, well, you know, we're so close to, oh, probably exactly 3, actually. Or not exact, but you know what I mean. It, like, it's definitely in that range. I wasn't sure if it was going to be, like, 4, maybe, but... Alright, last one of the set, and hopefully... Hopefully the daycare lady stops being stupid tonight, because that's getting a little annoying. And now that one's not even ending in 6 or 4, so I don't know. Again, it doesn't make any sense how that would be happening at all, but whatever. Hold on a second, I am actually going to open that up real quick. No, I'm truncating after I do the exponent too. That's weird. So yeah, there's absolutely no way that should be happening then. Anyways, close that again. I don't really need to worry about that right now. I thought of what it was, what it could have been. I didn't move Pokemon out of my party, did I? Oh, no, I did, okay. But yeah, I had an idea of what it could have been. And I decided I need to look it up right now, because otherwise I'm going to forget. But that wasn't it anyway, so that was a waste of time. It's really annoying when it does that on the last egg of a set. Because, like, then it stays up looking stupid for a while. I would say I should come up with something else to... Oh, you know what? I know what else to talk about, but I was gonna say I should come up with something else to talk about besides just my janky counter program, but I'm literally just riding back and forth and in circles to hatch eggs, so yeah, no. There's not really a whole lot to talk about with the game. But there is an extremely stupid event going on this for the next Sword and Shield like weekend tournament event thing, where it's an event where the only move you can use is Metronome. Not kidding, by the way. I don't know what the hell they were thinking, but they were thinking something. So I might actually do that, because that's so silly that I don't like even care. Like, if no, whatever my success is, it doesn't matter, because it's so dumb. 33%. Also, yeah, so a little bit ago, at 563 is when we passed under, or actually at 562 is right when we passed under the 1/3 mark. So only 1/3 of egg hunts will take this long. Assuming Masuda Method and Shiny Charm. Which is funny, so I say only 1/3 of hunts will take this long, and that doesn't sound too bad. But then when I say 2/3 of hunts would have already gotten it, that feels like it's way worse. Like this is taking way long, like this hunt is more brutal than it should be. But then, again, it's like, but 1/3 of them will take this long. Oh, okay, that's not too bad. I don't know, that's weird. Like, it's weird that saying the same number but in a different way makes it feel worse or better. Because, I mean, either way, you're just describing the odds from a different perspective. Which, okay, never, alright. Describing the odds from a different perspective changes your perspective. Alright. Here I am getting philosophical. Don't think we'll drop under 30% tonight. Because we're only going up to 60. And it drops like 0.6 apiece. That'd be like 1. Yeah, so we'll be around like 31%, I think, by the end of the night. Which shouldn't be much longer. Should only be about another half hour. Once again, doing this. Build up another box. How many more boxes do I got? I got plenty, but also we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so 9 boxes. Jesus. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking for the Christmas hunt, what I might do is, bring back some of the 5 IV Galarian Meowths that I put into home, which reminds me also I need to move stuff around in that to keep trading. But bring back those ones that were good, and then get rid of all the stuff in the save right now that is like trash, and then after a Viscera cleanup detail on Christmas on Saturday, we'll just spend the rest of the day playing this. I should probably actually set up that Viscera stream while I'm thinking about it. Plus, it doesn't matter because I'm not working on Christmas anyways, obviously. So like, I can spend that morning and afternoon working on that. I was considering maybe taking tomorrow off too, but I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if I want to take off 3 days in a row. Though I also won't be working like tomorrow night either, when I normally would be, because like nothing's going to be open. But then again, I had planned on working today, and then I ended up just not doing so, you know. But streaming's fun too. And hey, I would like to eventually make this my job, but you know. Obviously, I can't just do that Can't just do that right now. But yeah, thinking back to that metronome thing, I will probably actually do that. That tournament. What's the date on that? Anyways. Interesting. So I just opened up Cerebi right at the top. Pokemon Sound Library, so you can listen to and download all the music from Diamond and Pearl for free. That's pretty dope. Now it says the website is region locked to Japan, which isn't that surprising because music licensing can kind of be a bitch. Even if it's like in-house music for Pokemon, who knows what their agreements are there. So I guess I won't be messing with that because I don't have a VPN set up, but if you have a VPN set up, you can do that. And yeah, it says also have the ability to download the music as long as it's not used for profit, which would mean that you're not supposed to use it for streams either. But, you know. Actually, depending on how that's being phrased, I guess in theory you could use it for a stream that isn't monetized at all. But also, like, it doesn't matter. Anyways, I just thought that was neat. Let's see, there's a photo challenge mode in Pokemon Unite. Something else for Pokemon Masters, I don't care. January 7th to January 9th. Okay, so we got a couple weeks. Single battles makes sense. Anyways, yeah, so I'm thinking besides actually doing that, maybe I'll spend a stream breeding up Pokemon for it too. Because, like, even though it's all random chance, there is ways to push the odds back in your favor a little bit. Because I imagine using Steel-type Pokemon, because that'll give you a crap ton of resistances. But also, like, I don't know how many Steel types can learn Metronome. That's why I actually just pulled up the page for it here. Let's see. Clefairy line, Poliwhirl and Wrath. I assume probably Politoed as well, if Poliwhirl can learn it. Aberline, Machop line, Gengar, but not the previous versions. That's a problem. Well, if I wanted to use that, I guess. Hitmonlee, Hitmonchan, the Chansey line. Oh god, Blissey, oh no. Okay, well, that's one I'm gonna have to do. So there's actually a good number of Pokemon. I don't know how many, again, I don't know how many Steel types there's gonna be. How many eggs do we have? 2? 2, okay. Don't start this shit. Come on. Thank you. Ooh, Ludicolo. Inteleon can learn it. Interesting. I don't know that I saw any Steel types in that list, but I also was not looking that hard. Oh, and then banned Pokemon. That isn't too surprising at all. Pretty much all legendaries and mythics. Though, honestly, well, let me take that back. In this case, yeah, the mythics would be, or the legendaries and mythics would be kind of OP, because they typically have higher, total stats. But yeah, I imagine, like, Blissey for, like, high HP. Oh, could you use a Blissey and a Chansey? I think you could, right? And then, run Chansey with the Eviolite. Because the thing about those is they wouldn't really have a whole lot of weaknesses. Actually, hold on. They're part fairy type now, aren't they? Oh no, Blissey is just pure normal. Yeah, so I mean, your only weakness is fighting type. Interesting. Yeah, I expect we'll be seeing a lot of Blissey in that. Because I wonder if there's going to be a lot of people. I should see what moves are available for Metronome. Because I wonder, are the Oko moves in Metronome? Might be interesting. Anyways, the point is, breeding up stuff for that should be fun. I have to, like, see, this is interesting with that, because, like, that's such a very different way to play it. I wonder what's, like, the best way to do that, though. Like, focus on defenses and just hope you get, Okos or, like, absurdly powerful moves. Although, you really don't want to get, like, self-destruct or something. Again, I wonder if that's in there, right? It's Metronome. I don't know how Metronome works. I haven't used Metronome since, like, my Togepi in Gen 2. Like, no joke. Maybe in Heart Gold, Soul Silver with Togepi again. Just because I think that's its first damaging move. Even though it's not really a damaging move because it's Metronome. It just, yeah, it has the ability to be damaging. Yeah, I gotta think, like, Focus Sash will be used a lot. Probably a lot of berries that get rid of status effects. Because, like, Poison and, like, Burn are gonna be pretty lethal, I feel like. Because there's also a good chance that you just, like, you keep using moves that don't do any damage. And if you and your opponent keep on using moves that don't do any damage, then, you know. If one of you's burned or poisoned, though, especially poison, then that's gonna gonna knock you out real quick. But also, it is all random, so, like, you know, how much strategy is there gonna be with this? But that's the thing, like, make a team, see what happens. And if we get our asses kicked, oh well. 15 battles per day. I think it's over 3 days. Yeah, looks like. So yeah, we can do that. I'd be very surprised if you can manage to turn out during this. That being like, or not turn, but a timeout. That being like running out of time and you lose the battle because of that. Because like, just hit A. Like, I guess you could, no, there's no reason to switch your Pokemon in that, is there? I guess certain abilities, huh? Oh, Guts. If anything in this, if any of those Pokemon can learn Guts, that's a pretty important ability. Right, to be able to hit Ghost types with normal and fighting moves. That is a very good point. Oh yeah, Steel Ghost actually might be like the move too. But there's no, I doubt there's any Steel Ghosts in this. I know I looked through the list already, but that doesn't mean I retained any of that information. I mean, Ghost Poison. Dark Ghost. Oh, Dark Ghost isn't a bad one either. Sableye. Oh, I already have 5 eggs. Whoops. It's okay. We'll just add it with the next one. Alright. Because, yeah, I mean, immunities to poison... Or not poison. Dark. Or not dark. Goddamn. Psychic. That's what I was trying to say. Psychic, fighting, and normal. That's not bad. Sableye might be something to think about there. Kind of thinking like Blissey, Sableye. You can have up to 6 Pokemon. Well, so you have a team of 6 and then you select 3 of them per battle. I don't know if there's any point in training up more than 3 Pokemon. Yes there is. Let me take that back. Because if something clearly isn't working, then you can, like, just stop using that in the battles and choose something else. Yeah, I mean, there's some ghost types. No Steel Ghost. Okay. So yeah, I think Sableye is a good choice. Blissey will be a good choice. And you just stack probably HP. And then maybe split, do we have 2 or 3? Right, and we swapped that. Okay, yeah, we're good. We're fine. It looks weird, but this is fine. Yeah, I don't know. This is interesting. I'm actually, like, super curious about this. I might spend, like, the night tonight just, like, looking through Pokemon and their stats and stuff. But yeah, I definitely want to do this. Just because I think it's just so dumb of an idea, honestly. I'll be very curious to see if there's any, like... I'll probably wait till afterwards. I think, yeah, I'll wait till afterwards. I don't want to, like, look up what other people are going to do for it. But I'll be curious afterwards to, like, look up and see if, like, what strat there was that people did. Unfortunately, unlike the normal, like, stuff for the normal, like, online competitive stuff where, like, every month is a season or whatever, with that, the higher you place, the more rewards you get. But I think it's not like, you know, first, second, third, or whatever. It's just like, oh my god. Alright, well this is... I can't complain about this one. About this one hatching before I was ready. But, with these tournaments, it's just like if you participate, you get 50 BP. Which isn't bad. 50 BP is, you know, it buys you 1 mint. Yeah, I wonder if the strat will be to either go defensively and just hope you don't get O-code, or go pure offense on everything. Just like max out speed and like one of its attack stats and just hope that you get the right moves and knock stuff out. This will definitely be one, though, to make sure that you get your HP stat just right. Because I imagine there's going to be a lot of hazards and stuff like that that will... where you will take advantage of having a specific HP amount. Because you want your HP to be... divisible by 4 minus 1, I believe, because the way the damage calculation works with Sandstorm and stuff like that, and actually going back to what I've been bitching about this entire stream, and what my counter is not doing, it truncates. It doesn't round. So like being like 1 HP under where it divides by 4, because all those damage calculations are like multiples of 4 or something like that. So there's this, basically you want it to be divisible by 4 minus 1, because that gets you the most HP without like... It gives you like 1 more hit, basically, is what it does. I should be clear, I'm not very much a competitive player, or like at all. I've done 1 tournament for these, and I didn't even do all the battles in it because I got frustrated because I can't team build for shit, and I'm also too stubborn to just use other people's ideas. But for something like this one's just for shits and giggles, like, so who cares? We actually might get just under 31% today, and we started in the like mid 40s. Ugh. Was it mid or was it low 40s? Yeah, so maybe I'll do that Sunday night. Like, I'll come up with my team beforehand, and then I'll go and build it. I should probably register for that tonight, too. Because it would suck to forget about that and then not do it. Oh, I wonder if Dynamaxing is allowed in this. Surely not, right? Because Metronome... Also, Max PP is going to be a very important item for this as well. Or, PP maxes. So lots of, Nessa and Cynthia picks. Because, like, it's definitely very possible that you will run out of moves on your metronomes. Though, depending on how the battle's going, that actually might be better for you. Because, like, if you've already done a bunch of damage, but you can't, like, if you already done a bunch of damage, so you'll kill them with frustration, or, struggle before you'll kill yourself with it. That might be... There's no real good way to intentionally do that, though, I don't think. Actually... Maybe there is. I wonder if there's any item... I don't think there is, but I wonder if there's any item that causes you to use, more moves than you normally would. Like, I know, the ability Pressure does that. Because, yeah, I mean, that could be good to, it could be, in theory. I guess the other thing, though, is if you don't get early damage with that, and then you run out of moves, I'm pretty sure Struggle will typically knock you out before it'll knock out your opponent. Because it's more of a way to get you out of being stuck. So you aren't stuck in a perpetual battle because you're out of moves. That's why it damages both you and your opponent. Is it really 2? Okay. Don't know why I thought that was 3. It is possible to cause a perpetual battle if you're, like, intentionally trying to do it. But Struggle kind of stops you from accidentally doing that. And, in any competitive, like, Pokemon, if you intentionally just like, well... I guess, does Smogon have a time limit? It might not, huh? So I guess in VGC that could be a strat. To, like, cause your Pokemon to, or your opponent to time out because, like, they don't realize at first that what you're doing is just, like, trying to, lock them in. But anyway, Smogon, you'll get banned. Or, Pokemon Showdown, specifically. You'll get banned for Endless Battle. Because, I mean, it is... Again, I don't think Pokemon Showdown has a turn timer or anything. Or it might have a turn timer, but it doesn't have, like, an overall timer for the battle. I don't know, I shouldn't assume anything with that, because I've never used Pokemon Showdown at all. Which, I guess that would be a good way to, test strategies for this beforehand. But also, I don't know. Again, being this is just gonna be a for fun thing. Which I guess is why it's good that there's no reward for doing better. You just get 50 BP for participating. And in theory, you only have to do one battle to do that, too. Like, you literally just have to participate. But I think I'll do all the battles, because, like, there's no reason not to. I don't think you get BP per battle. I don't think that's a thing. Not in the tournament modes, anyways. I'm calling it tournament, but I don't know what the online competition, I think, is what the, like... Yeah, online competition is, like, what the mode is really called. But yeah, it'll also be important to look at abilities for this, just to make sure that, like... Oh, I just thought about something. Politoed. Using that to set rain could be good. Though I wonder if it'll be good to... Yeah, I mean, there's a pretty good chance that if you throw in Politoed to start, and then you swap out to, like, Ludicolo, that'll, you know, start you off pretty good. And, like, odds are on that first turn, I mean, you probably won't take damage. Now, if you do, it's gonna put you in a bad spot, because you've just wasted a turn. Ooh, that's an idea. I should see if there's anything else that'll take advantage of rain, because if there is, I might just do that. Alright, the last 5 eggs. Hopefully the counter ends on a number that doesn't break the truncation. And then we'll end the recording for YouTube anyways, and we'll hop over to Registeel for a little bit. We'll just do like 1 set. I will record that, but like if we don't get it, then that won't go live or anything. Well, it's weird how it goes through waves too, where it'll like, it won't do this for a while, but then it will do it a bunch. Yeah, I don't get it. But hopefully it ends on a number that ain't broken. Or it could end on a shiny Meowth. That'd be dope too. I have a feeling at 600 it will break. Because it, or, you know, the truncation will break, because it's, that's just how my luck is. I don't get the shiny. I don't have good luck with this. Interesting, they'll show me 31.0, but not like 0.00. I assume the reason for that is how the numbers are saved, but... Anyways, last one, I think. Let me double check. Okay, yes, we do still have one more. Alright, come on, Meowth. Come on, buddy. Hey, we'll end on an even number at least. Come on, one more. Let's make this the shiny. Wow, would you believe that wasn't shiny again? Alright, well. Almost 70% of egg hunts would have gotten the shiny by now. But we're in the 30% that's getting punished. So, cool, yeah, so I have some work to do with the counter, for sure. Definitely want to do that. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully we get this thing soon, man. I would like to... kind of part of the reason why I started this was like, oh yeah, you know, we'll do an egg hunt, so that way it'll be something a little bit faster. But not like, you know, the shiny chaining where it's like I'm kind of just doing whatever. Just like going however the game pushes me. And not hunting for anything in particular. Whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna hop over to Registeel's YouTube. This will be the last one you see. Unless I happen to get that Registeel. And then we'll put that live, I guess. But yeah, so yeah, thanks everyone who watched, and I will see you next time.